Hi guys, it's Emily from Novell Novels and welcome to today's video. This is the Young Royals book tag. Now, I don't watch the Young Royals. I don't really watch much TV, but I am getting there. We've now finally got Netflix after years of waiting, so you never know, I may try it. But this tag was created by the lovely Kaz at Cats and Camera, and obviously I was going to support a friend, so I thought I would do it. I thought it would be a fun tag to do. She is way better at me than this because I don't know any of the characters. So this is just a fun book tag. And I thought, well, you know, I haven't been tagged for a while. Yes, I need to get tagged. Although not now, maybe, because I've just today finalised all my videos for December. So I can't do anything until January now. Hey ho, that's fine. But thought this would be a fun tag. Nice short and sweet one. I'll tell you who I'm tagging at the end. But let's just go for it. Anyone I don't tag, but if you think you want to do it, please feel free. Let's support Kaz from Cats and Camera. Kaz is a lovely person. I've been watching her for probably since I started BookTube, I think. Even though we like very different books, she's just funny and she's got cats and I love watching all her cats in all her videos and I just really enjoy her channel. She's really good fun. So if you haven't checked her out, why not? Check her out. She's brilliant. She loves a lot of fantasy. She's brilliant. She's just a great girl. Let's just watch her video. So, enough rambling. Let's get on with the prompts. First one is Will, and I think it's based around all the characters the main characters in the Young Royals. So the first prompt is Wilhelm, a character who has a lot of expectations placed on them. E.g. the chosen one, sports scholarship, education, family, business, royals, etc. So, I thought I was going to keep it original and I'm going to go with Nick that's in A Legend Born. Now, I've only just read this book, so I thought it was quite a good one. Nick is basically the sort of person who is expected, sort of one of the people who are King Arthur's knights, one of his predecessors, so one of the people that follows his family line. So he's next in line on the King Legends Knights. So in this book, it's centered around the Legendborns, and it's like they're like demons in it, and all the baddies, and you can never tell who's the goodies and who's the baddies. But some legacies are meant to be broken, and he is like, there is a lot expected of him, and he has a lot of pressure. He sort of revolts against it at the start, and then Bree kind of gets him in on it and gets him involved, and there's a lot more potential for the next book, which is coming out next year. So Nick's quite a different character. He wanted to try and go against his expectations, but then somehow he's been brought into it. So I thought that'd be quite a good one. Sorry, it's a bit rambly. Another rambly video. Hey ho. Next one is Simon, a book where family plays an important role. Bonus points if it deals with different cultures or is LGBTQI+. So, I've gone for actual age Eve Brown. This whole series, the Brown Girl series, is really brilliant. Different culture. It is, it's got loads of fantastic characters. To me, this series really does centre around lots of great family issues. It's three very different sisters. There are some LGBTQI+ characters in this series, although I can't remember if it is Eve. I think it might be Eve Brown who has the characters in this book, but I'm not sure. But there are definitely characters in this family. Eve Brown's the youngest. We obviously start off with Get a Life, Chloe Brown. Chloe's the eldest. Then you've got take the hint, Danny Brown. She's the middle one. And this is really fantastic. All three girls go against their own beliefs. Chloe Brown obviously has chronic pain. Danny Brown has sort of commitment-y kind of other issues. And then Eve Brown is involved as a character with autism. And I think the autism, to me, was really quite good in this. Also, it goes against the prejudices of the curvy girls. I think it portrays body image in a great way. And I love that about this series. I love the autism. I love the lead male characters in these books are sexy books. It's very sexy books, and I really enjoyed this. But I love the way that it goes against prejudice. I love this series. I would always recommend it to everyone. And if next time Talia Hibbert puts out any books, I'll get them. I love it. Sarah. Next prompt is Sarah. What hobby or interest do you want to see more of in books? And I've gone for walking or nature. My other thing was I thought cookery, but there's quite a lot of food in a lot of books. But walking in nature is quite good because for me, something that's come out of all this crap the last 2 years is I've really gone back to loving going for walks. I've loved nature. And I think going back to basics, going really back to our roots. And I think to me, our roots should be really spoken about more in books, about people going out for exercise, going out, not as much exercise, but going back to nature, going to things that make them happy. And outside is brilliant. We've got a lovely world around us. I know there's a lot of climate stuff going on at the moment, but let's not be harsh and aggressive. Let's just be chilled and go for nice walks, lakes, parks. Let's enjoy what's around us because we don't know how long we'll have it. So I think that would be quite nice if that was in books a bit more, about people going out and really dealing with their mental health in different ways. And I think mental health does need to be talked about a bit more, actually. But yeah, because that's not a hobby. So I think hobbies, let's go for walking and things. Right, the next one is Fearless, a book that subverts a trope or character that goes against an archetype. I did not understand this. I had to Google it. Am I daft? Am I thick? Maybe. Definitely check out Kaz's video because I'm sure she'll explain this prompt way better than me. But the one I'm going to go for Evie in The Upstream Girls. I've got this whole series now. But she goes against an archetype in the fact that back in these wartime, the women were expected to be like in general in our world, women were expected to be the home girls. They were expected to sort of do things like that and be very sort of archetypal home and family and about having children and doing all that. And Evie goes against that because she's highly intelligent. Her mum is begging her to stay at home, to be the good girl, but she wanted to go and study mathematics at Oxford, and she's very highly intelligent. And she ends up going to work for the Women's Auxiliary Air Force in the ops room. She's an ops room plotter. And I think that goes against the stereotype because she proved that she was invaluable for that. She does progress over the course of this book. And she really goes out and shows that her brains are more important than anything else. And it's not so much about the romance. Yes, obviously, all books in this kind of thing have romances. But there's 3 very intelligent women in this book. And they go against that stereotype and they go and prove themselves to be valuable in the wartime. And I think women really did. There was a lot of women that worked at Bletchley Park, which is all like ops room area, and they did a lot of that. So that's something positive, female positivity that even happened back then. Let's boost that up. I love that book for that. Then the last prompt, I told you this would be a short and sweet video. August, a character who is unlikable or morally grey, who shows signs of weakness and humanity. I really struggled with this because if you think about a lot of our morally grey characters, there's baddies who do something good in books. So it's kind of giving a spoiler. So if you do not want a spoiler for the book called Double Cross by Mallory Blackman, if you don't want a spoiler for the next bit, skip the next minute. I will make sure that at 10 minutes I will be talking about something else, but the next minute do not listen, because I will talk about a character in this book who does something that you wouldn't expect. So I think this is the third or fourth in the Noughts and Crosses. This is the 4th in the Noughts and Crosses series. And this is about, sort of, Callie Rose is predominant in this series and her best friend Toby is it. There is a character called Dan, who is a bit of a baddie, someone who don't like, and in further books I really don't like him. And his friend Toby wants a better life, he wants to do the right thing. And Dan kind of gets involved in this, and Dan is very much of a baddie and he does a lot of wrong things. He thinks he's doing the right thing, but he's a lot of wrongs. And towards the end of this book, he does something that is incredible, something to help Toby out and to put Toby on the right path. And I think that is, to me, I think it's this book. It's either this book or Crossfire, but I think it is this book where Dan does something really good at the end and he fights for his friend and he stands up for his friend and he realises that his friend's future is important. So to me, Dan is that. There are other books where there's a character in Legendborn that I would say does something good. But again, it's a bit of a spoiler, so I won't go further. So that is my short and sweet fun video. I'm going to tag some people who I think like fantasy, who I think would be a bit of fun for doing this. You don't have to do it, but I would go for Kat at Brews and Reviews. Kat, I think you may even watch this. I don't know if you watch this, but you're quite into fantasy and sort of intelligent and stuff, so I think you'd be quite good at this. Julie at Hungry Bookworm, I know she likes a bit of fantasy, but more historical, but she would be quite fun at this. And then Kira at Kira Scrivener, because she would do a really great job at this. Another very intelligent woman. Would love to see her answers to this. So you're all tagged. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel and not subscribed yet, ring on my ding-a-ling. And I'll see you all soon. Bye bye.